Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to discuss about major process which takes place in the data warehouse. Hope everyone in my previous video, you understood for what purpose data warehouse is used. You understood the characteristics of data warehouse and then the components which is required for data warehouse. Here in this video, I'm going to talk about what are the major process takes place in the data warehouse. That is ETL process. You understand what is called ETL process. T stands for extract, T stands for transform, L stands for loading. This is one of the major important process in data warehouse. Since data warehouse stores huge number of data from different sources in a different format, like its structure, model, and for various tasks. In that case, ETL process says that when you are taking a data from the store location, you may not get the exact data for what purpose you want to use it according to the needs and requirements of the user or the functional department. So what you have to do at the first level of data warehouse process in the sense is you have to extract the data. That is what it's called as extract. And after extracting, the data that you extracted maybe in a different format, maybe in a different structure, maybe in a different pattern. You need to change or you need to convert the entire thing, which is talking about the transformation. Once it is transformed, now you have a data with complete structured data and with a complete data type with the proper pattern, which is actually needed for you as well as your functional department. Again, either you are loading in the same data warehouse locations in a different file names, or you can use it exclusive by the department level data marts. So here ETL mainly it is involved in extracting the data and transforming that is transforming the senses, converting the data, and then making as a updated thing. So when you talk about this ETL process, this is the architecture of ETL process, where extraction can be happen in a different way, where it's depend upon what type of a database model you have and how the query language is used if your company is using RDBMS model so that since all your database are integrated, you can use a query language and then file format also is another important to understand what kind of extraction techniques you can apply to extract the data. And after that, after extracting, you want to do confirm, you want to convert into a respective format. Maybe the data that you extracted from the data warehouse may not be in the proper format, may not be in a proper structure. So you want to convert, right? You want to make it into a way that the particular user or the department needs. So that is what the transformation. After transformations, you may have the updated data or the data with the new dimensions or the new model. Either it can be stored in the data warehouse location or it can be in the data march. Now we will discuss one by one, stage by stage. If you take extraction, that is the first and foremost important step in the data warehouse. So when you're going for data warehouse, since the data can be stored in a different database model like our relational database model, it can be a query processing language or it can be a particular file text. Ensure that what type of data is required for your process and the respective functional department. Accordingly, you can do this extraction technique and you can convert. After extraction has happened, transformation has to be done because the way you are getting a extracted data may not be in a proper format, may not be in a standard format. You can convert into a standard format so that error can be avoided when it is used right for a various purpose. So that it can able to change your dimensions or you can able to change your format or you can able to update or you can apply any basic database operation like additions, updation, deletion, or editing. That is can be done in the transformation stage. Third stage is called as the loading. Now that is the final step of ETL process. Once everything is done, like after converting into a structured format, either you can load it in the data warehouse itself as a new file name or a new different location, or it can be loaded in the location of the department level database where it is called as a data mart. So when you are uploading it, when you are loading the data into a data warehouse or data mart, ensure that you are creating an index, right, as well as certain constraints so that people or the user who is accessing the data will have the awareness about that this is the updated data This particular database consists of this information, these details, so that it is helpful for them to process further. When you are loading, ensure that right data warehouse can be in offline situations. Also, you can load it, no matter how. And also, when you are loading it, the requirements or the procedure, the pattern of loading from one system to other system will depend upon right according to its configuration. Ensure that you are following all these things, and finally uploading your data in the respective location. Hope you understood the ETL process right well. And these are the different tools and the popular tools and application purpose it is used in the data warehouse. Where you can use this query processing tools or application development tools, and even for mining tools. Right, these are the areas that data warehouses frequently use, and these are some of the data warehouse tools supported by the top multinational IT companies like Amazon Redshift, where they exclusively using for their Amazon data warehouse, and Oracle, IBM, and Cloudera, and many more. So these are the different tools and applications of data warehouse used for extracting the data. Hope you understood the ETL process of data warehouse and also the tools and applications. Right. In the next video, we'll discuss about how to extract the data by using a data mining techniques. Thank you.